I continue to do OCR because I always want to push myself to the next limit. I absolutely just fell in love with the sport. So obstacle course racing allowed me to really focus on, using my body to do these really incredible things that I never thought I'd be able to do. I'm Amanda Mendez, and I'm a supporting athlete with For Those Who Would.
For Those Who Would is a 501c3 charity formed in the obstacle racing community. We have a big mission in the back of our minds to take the passion and energy of obstacle racers and turn it into a machine for doing good for other people.
Being on the board for Those Who Would has been a great experience. It actually has really given me the opportunity to give back to a community that has given so much to me.
The people that we serve are individuals, so we're a very personal-based organization. We provide support to individuals who cannot do the types of things that obstacle racers do because of a devastating accident or some type of chronic disease. The name is For Those Who Would, by those who can. And those who can are those of us in the obstacle and endurance and adventure racing communities. So we provide support to individuals, hopefully making meaningful impact on their lives. So when I think back to how For Those Who Would actually started, it's actually kind of fascinating to me. The idea formed in an obstacle race, and it was on Killington Mountain in Vermont. And I was carrying a sandbag up the mountain, and it was at one of those points, the dreaded tire point, and I was going through my mind of, why in the world am I doing this? This is miserable, I hate it. So I was thinking about that, whining to myself for a little while, and then it dawned on me that I need to get over my whining because there were thousands of people who would love to have the opportunity just to be able to stand up out of a wheelchair or to be able to run up a mountain or to pick something heavy up. And then the seed was formed of, well, maybe I can do something to help those individuals. Started thinking a little bit more of, I realized I want it to be personal. I want to see the impact. And I had a friend, a fraternity brother, who has ALS. He had just recently been diagnosed with it. And I was thinking, this is the kind of guy that could have excelled in this sport. He's the tough as nails guy. And that disease brought him and put him in a wheelchair to where he can't walk. And I wanted to be able to help him. And after talking with him and about the idea, when I started talking about this is an organization that is built in your honor that we could help tons of people all over the world. He was all for it. I brought in some people in the obstacle racing community, Margaret Schlochter, Amelia Boone, Carrie Adams-Connor, and as things just started to form, and it formed then of, we can help individuals, but we can also make our organization one that other athletes who have the same ideas and the same hopes that I had when I first started it, they wouldn't have to spend all this time looking for something personal. They could find it directly in us.
Hi, my name is Kalen Horde. I'm a relentless OCR endurance athlete, but I'm also a supporting athlete for the For Those Who Would nonprofit. A lot of times people ask me, what is the bracelet that you wear, what it's for, but what it comes down to is very personal to me, and that's watching my father over the past couple of years, who was a very active individual, walked 4 to 6 miles a day, did a lot of strength training, grew up on a farm, so slinging firewood and doing farming on a day-to-day basis, and now he deals with chronic pain and struggles to just get out of bed, get to the car, walk around the farm and doing everyday activities. So For Those Who Would, by those who can, I feel that he is one that would, and I am one that can, so it's a direct correlation back to the mission of For Those Who Would.
So after about a year of obstacle course racing, I wanted to also use it to be able to help others. So I started looking into different charities and different organizations, and just when I found For Those Who Would, it really clicked with me. I'm a physical therapist, so I work in healthcare, and I see kind of the gaps in our healthcare system. So finding an organization that was helping people kind of fill in those gaps through obstacle course racing was just a perfect fit for me.
I've really taken it to heart and wanted to do some fundraising as much as I can to help those that would be doing things if they were able to. One of the aspects, or one of the challenges that I took on last year and going to take on again this year, is the Winter Solstice Challenge, which is an event here in Central Ohio that benefits For Those Who Would, and it's a per mile per lap fundraiser. So we run all the hours of the day on the winter solstice, which is a little over 9 hours, and raise money per mile per loop. And I know for a fact that that money went to helping pay for some medical bills of a young girl with a rare form of cancer. And it's just one of those things where no matter the mental or physical struggle that we went through that day, the athletes that were out there, it's nothing compared to what she lives with. So we train for that, and we deal with the struggle in a single day, and then we recover and we move on. These are people that they deal with these things, and this is their everyday.
So outside of For Those Who Would, one of the other projects that I'm really closely involved with is the back-to-back mission trips. What they do is they partner with orphanages all across the world. What they do is they find the ones that have the biggest needs, and they come alongside of them and use mission teams to help support them. We take obstacle course racers to Mexico. We spend time working at the orphanages, service projects like painting or tearing down walls or building a tool shed. But we also spend a lot of times with the kids, focused more on fitness activities. One of the things that we do with the kids at the orphanages is we create an obstacle race, and it's out of whatever materials that are there. The kids really enjoy it. Along with that, we take with us donations of medals and t-shirts and bands and everything else OCR related. We get down there and then we sort it out and we figure out how we're going to give it away. So we give the kids medals when they cross the finish line. Seeing the looks on those kids' faces when they get the medals, which they have very few personal possessions, and that is priceless. You think you value some of the medals you complete, the races you complete, the kids value them even more. So anyone who is interested in going on the trip with us, they can contact me directly on Facebook or through an email. It's jjcain00@yahoo.com. I can provide all the information. We will take anyone who is interested, has a heart for kids, who has a heart for helping others. We will find a place for you. So I learned pretty early on that my impact in OCR is not going to be the number of podium finishes and the wins that I have inspiring other people to do great. So I think my impact is going to come from providing others the opportunity to have impact. So through For Those Who Would, we provide that venue for OCR and adventure athletes to find a charity home where they can contribute to meaningful impact in other individuals' lives and help those people who are unable to do the types of things that we do on a day in and day out basis.
I've benefited so much from the love and support of everyone that's out there, and to see that crystallized in For Those Who Would. It comes from a background of obstacle racing and from people who have been heavily in the obstacle racing community. And it's our chance as a board to help those who would be out on the course with us if they could, and that means a great deal to me. And so going forward, I'm excited to see it expand beyond obstacle racing, to see who we can help, and to really carry on the mission and the purpose.